Hi, this is Angelo, owner of AppealUnfairPropertyTax.com, where you never pay a percentage to fight Cook County property taxes, all the way west of Barrington, all the way south to Calumet, north of Winnetka, Evanston. This is Anita. She's been a client of ours for now, I think, 2 years, right?
Yeah,
or a little more.
More than that.
Yeah, more than that. Anita is a widow. She lost her husband several years ago. She also just survived her own heart attack about 2 years ago, 2016. That's when we met her.
Yeah, 2016. Yeah.
What we helped Anita discover is that all the exemptions that were in her husband, who was older, they were all in his name, had pretty much fallen off. She was missing the senior exemptions. How old are you, Anita?
No,
I know, the gentleman should never ask. 68. So she's been entitled to the senior discounts for like 2 years. So we gave her the forms, and earlier in the summer, and we asked, hey, did the checks ever show up? No. 4 months? No. 5 months? At the 6 month mark, I said, you know what? You're just going to have to send them in again. If you don't send them in, they inherit them. You can usually only go back 3 years. After that, the county inherits all of it. So she said, it's hard for me to get out because she was still she was walking, but she's not didn't have all her strength back then. So since Anita lives close to the office, we went the extra mile. We can't do this with everybody, but I said, put your coat on. We're going to come at lunch. Yeah, and we drove her over to the Old Orchard Courthouse, and with my wife who's filming and a couple other employees. And they're very nice over there, very helpful. I suggest you go in the mornings. After lunch, they've probably been yelled at or cussed at by a lot of angry taxpayers. But they took in Anita's paperwork, and 2 months later, check showed up, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
And
is that what it is?
That was the property tax refunds, yes.
Yeah.
You said it wasn't a lot, right? But it helped.
Yeah.
Okay.
So at least it helps.
The senior,
that I don't have to pay.
Right. The senior exemptions. Well, so she overpaid it, and we helped you get it back.
Yeah.
The senior exemptions between $300 and $800 a year. Usually, but it's your money. So you always want to examine your July bill. And that's tough if your bank pays it, but even if they do, they should be copying you. On the bottom of the July bill, you'll see all the exemptions: homeowner, senior freeze. And if you don't see money next to it, it means you didn't get it. Now, if you pay the bill directly, you can run over to their office, downtown or Old Orchard Courthouse, or you can hit their website and look for local assessor township offices. Find the one closest to you. And you can show them your ID or whatever else for what other exemptions. And they usually apply them right while you're standing there, and they lower the bill. They'll only do that the 30 days your bill is due. Now, you don't have that benefit, Anita, because your mortgage pays yours. So they pay it whether it's there or not. They don't care, and they just keep bumping your mortgage. You always get letters like that, right? Raising the mortgage. And that's all property tax related. So today we're here because Anita called in a little bit of a panic. She goes, you know what? I was doing the senior exemption form, and I screwed up my numbers. I said, no problem. She doesn't live far from me either, so we came and we brought another one. So we saved the day, right? Now, on this form, Anita, we took this video more than once because I screwed it up. This is their trick. It unfolds to this with all the income, and it has this bottom bold line that says, if you make more than $65,000 household, you do not qualify. A lot of seniors unfold it this way, read that, and toss it out after reading the big bold sentence. What they don't know is that if they turn it over, on this side is the standard exemption just for being 65. Doesn't matter if you make $10,000 a year or $10 million. Everybody gets it as long as as long as you live in the house, right? So now, and this is the one you were missing a couple years when your husband's name came off and yours went on. But the good news is she got it back, and now the other downside of this is when you mail it in, this form comes out around January, February. There's this big 5-month gap where you just got to hope that it gets through their office and lands on your bill in July. If not, we'll help you get more refunds. We don't charge our clients for refunds, and in your case, not even for the ride to the courthouse. But if you don't do anything, you're not going to get anything. And after 3 years, the county's going to inherit it. So you want to fight it and be on top of it. But like I said, if you pay the bill directly, you can examine it. Don't just write the check. Make sure you see your discounts. If you get over there within 30 days, like I said, they'll fix it. If you don't, they'll say tough luck, pay it, and request refunds. Our clients never pay for reductions, never pay for refunds. You can fight your property taxes down up to 4 times a year. Also, if you are 65 and live in Chicago, you do not want to and you're signing the senior freeze form for the first time, you probably just made a mistake. Why? 18 is an up year for all Chicago properties. Most went up 30 to 40%. East of Western, even worse than that, some as high as 69%. You just froze a value that's higher. You just don't know it yet. Why? The 18 bill does not come out until July of 19. We're only in January of 19. So You might have just hurt the good news is you can always fight it. You need to start fighting. So if you're a senior and you just turned 65 in 18 and live in Chicago, call us. Let us check. If you've been on the freeze for a while, stay on the freeze. It prevents you from going up, those severe values every 3 years. And the longer you live, the more you'll save. In this case, Anita's pretty certain that she'll always be under 65,000. And as long as she freezes every 3 years, the neighbors are going to get more and more out of whack, and she'll sit pretty around the same taxes every year. She still gets increases. Why? They get a new tax rate, they get a new equalizer, and they get to mess with the exemption values themselves. So those three things can cost you, 50.
Save money.
Yeah, but they save you money, and they prevent your value. The freeze prevents your value from going up, but it doesn't freeze the dollars. So you get a new tax rate every year, which will, even when you're frozen, you can go up to 50, a couple $100. So $1,000 when it's severe. So do you think our service was worth it? If our clients pay $125 a year, do you think it's worth it?
It's it's really okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if the kids aren't helping out as much as they should. I know. I got a sister who doesn't help as much as she should. It gets confusing. The county makes it confusing. So, Anita kept saying, what if I didn't see this? I'm like, yeah, what if you didn't?
Yeah, and that's what happened, because when you are getting forgetful and
Senior
then,
moments, yeah.
Yeah, senior moments, like what you said, and then so if I didn't receive this
year, what happens? Right?
Then I will not be questioned.
Right.
And that's what happened.
I get it.
So now that I know that the senior citizen, so I will be seeing this again next year.
Every year, yeah. I told her put it on your calendar, January, February, and know that you do it. And we email it to all of our clients. But Anita's computer is not working right now, right?
No,
that's okay.
no,
Don't worry about
yeah.
it. You can, like I said, you can give us your kids' email. We'll keep their email on our account, and they'll get it. And then your kid should do the right thing and say, "Hey, Mom, I got this from your property tax guy."
Yeah.
So, so you think our service is helping you keep it in order, right?
Yes,
Good.
of course.
You send me some friends yet?
Yeah.
Did you send me? I brought cards. Where's my cards? I brought business cards.
Yeah.
I'll get them too.
I have your.
I got some right here, I think, actually.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to tell me you have them. You're supposed to tell me you got rid of them. That you need more.
I think have your.
Oh, I got. Oh heck, I don't know. Oh, I'll find them. Anyways, so this is Anita. Anita caught some exemptions. It almost became 3 years old. If you don't catch them, they get it. So please tell a friend if you have a senior. Like I said, a lot of seniors think, they got to be under 65,000. We take in seniors all the time who are 70 and 80 and been missing the standard senior exemption just for being 65 all the time.
I'm gonna be 68 this coming June.
You don't look like it. You look great. Asians always look great. My wife looks great. Yeah, I look 65, but I'm only 44.
Yeah. So my question now, Angelo, is like, what about the last? This is the first time that I received the senior citizen exemption.
Yeah, I know. Well, you said you have a mailman problem too.
Yeah.
I know.
So that means I'm in trouble?
No, you're never in trouble. You would have been in trouble if it went too long. If it goes more than 3 years, then you're in trouble. But we helped you get to the courthouse. They correct that. Those checks you got corrected that.
Is that
you got rid of the checks you got in the mail. Right.
The check that I received, I should have
That's okay. It's from the assessor. I know that's from the assessor, and there's a history on the assessor site. But this is just perfect example how a senior can easily be confused by all the paperwork. So, love to have your business. You tell your friends should call us, right?
Yes.
Call Angelo.
Yeah.
Appeal.
That's what I trying to tell my friend. But
Good. And sometimes you can tell them, I know what you're going to say. I'm not cutting you off. You can bring the horse to water, but you can't make it drink. They all think they got a free basement or something, the unfinished basement the county doesn't know about. None of that matters. Don't let descriptions or no air conditioning when you have air conditioning keep you from having professionals check your taxes. Again, Angelo and Anita, appealunfairpropertytax.com. Give us a call. Let us check. On our website, there's a free evaluation form and a ton of videos. Our videos page is in 5 categories.
He is reasonable.
Thank you very much.
As a senior citizen, senior, taxpayer, then at least he gave me a discount.
You got it. Yeah, you got it. Take care. Thank you.